Hello and welcome to Queers and Soaps. I'm Eric, joined once again with
Hi guys, how you going?
Bevan, from bringing you some more Dallas season 6, episodes 19 to 21. Tell me, we'll roll the credits and we'll chat. These were really good episodes. I really enjoyed them.
Yeah,
I even messaged you with Ken Kirchhoff's performance as Cliff. Heartbreaking as
his
always.
meltdown scenes. Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
The guilt that he has for his mama dying and all that. And also, I have bad news. In this episode, we're about to talk about Legacy. It's Muriel's last appearance.
oh, was it?
It is.
We're sort of wondering when she stopped showing up because it does happen at some point. It did happen
Yeah,
at
I
some
was
point.
looking. I was looking somebody else up, and I'm like, let me just click on Muriel. And then I looked at. She was in 12 total episodes, and this is her last one that she was in. For those that don't know, Muriel is Lucy's, I guess, best friend, even though she was only in 12 episodes and 6 seasons.
Yeah, I mean the only friend that we really get to see her have properly outside of the black-haired chick that was like giving her drugs in season two.
Yeah, the druggy girl.
Yeah.
But her name's Carlene Crockett. That's a name.
Mm.
She acted up until 2005.
Yeah.
And she and Lucy Charlene Tilton did a TV movie together in 1979 called Diary of a Teenage Hitchhiker, and it has Craig T. Nelson is in it. You know him, right?
Yeah. Who
From
doesn't? He's like,
Poltergeist.
yeah, he's in everything.
And the girl that got murdered by her boyfriend from Poltergeist 1, Dominique Dunn, I think her name was.
Yeah.
She's in it too, which I thought was kind of weird. So she worked with Craig T before that, Poltergeist.
Yeah.
But anywho, episode's name is Legacy. Pam is rolling out of South Fork. She's done with this feud. She has to think on her own. I don't really understand why, but whatever.
I mean, I do sort of understand why she needs to get away from it all. Like she's in the house full of them, where it's like an active fight. Like I thought it was like kind of like I know it sounds mean, but well, not even mean. I just thought it was like hilarious where Bobby was sort of like, "Don't you think you're overreacting?" And I'm like, "Her mum's dead." Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I was like,
yeah, it was weird.
no, no. She sort of has a right to be pissed off in general and wants to be like. I understand why she'd need to be away from the house.
Yeah, she thinks that Bobby is not acting the way the old Bobby was, that he's fighting too hard for the company, I guess. So I do see why she would need a little bit of a break, but even she's like unsure of like, um, how long she needs. Like she's just like, I need to get away. But
Yeah,
like Pam, what are you thinking? Like a week, a month? Like what do you think's gonna happen? You have to talk to your husband sometime.
I just feel like Pam's pretty much like reacting and she's doing what she feels like she has to in the moment, but she's not really like that's the thing. I don't think Pam's really thinking long term. She's thinking right now at the moment, you know? And
Yeah.
that's kind of like
So
what grief
okay.
will do to you because it's all mixed up with her. So like, you know, if her mum died in a way that wasn't so directly related to Ewing Oil, then it probably wouldn't have been so tied in together. It's because it's tied up. It's all tied up together.
And so she's like, yeah, the fight killed Mama. Bobby's like,
Mm.
please don't go. We can work things out, and he'll be here for her whenever she
Yeah,
wants to return. I guess at this
yeah,
point, Jr. is very happy that Pam is gone. Sue Ellen isn't because I guess she's like, she lost a friend basically.
yeah.
So she's not. She's like, you're being too happy about this, whatever. But Ellie, like, at first it looks like she's comforting Bobby, but then she's Team Pam in the situation because she understands that Bobby's not being decent in the situation against JR and all that. She's like, you don't even see what is happening to you.
Mm.
Um, and nothing's getting through to Bobby. He really thinks that he's just right.
It's not that
It's
he's
crazy.
wrong. He's just he's trying to distance himself a little bit too much from everything when you can't really, considering it's the entire reason why these things are happening.
Yeah.
And it plays with the idea of culpability without it. It plays with the idea of culpability and how far that extends to an accident. Because and it perfectly sort of
Right.
it's sort of perfectly done here with Rebecca, beg your pardon. But then, obviously this is drilled home again later in the season because something very similar happens, what I imagine is essentially an accident, but wouldn't have occurred without a certain sequence of events that play out.
Yeah.
So, it's one of those things where the show is actually really playing with the idea of how far culpability goes, and Bobby's the sort of, I mean, when you at least looking at like the Battle for Ewing Lil, and you're comparing Bobby and JR, Bobby's the good guy, so
Yeah.
yeah, you can't really go,
Supposed to be.
yeah, well, that's exactly it, isn't it? And that's where the morality,
Right.
so the culpability, the morality play comes into it, because we already know JR will talk his way to, like, logic his way out of any culpability with anything. We even seen it before this. But yeah.
So Catherine's helping Pam with her stuff, and she's like, "Why did you leave Bobby? Like, what's going on?" Um, and Pam's just like, "I needed time. Whatever."
Yeah.
JR, this gas stuff is so confusing. JR and these guys, I put the fellas, are talking about the gas stations and stuff. He wants publicity for selling the gas still, like just to make it look like he's on the normal people side. Um, I don't really understand why. I guess to make him look good.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, that was the whole reason why he was able to keep his variance for as long as it was. So the idea that you have kind of like positive public image and stuff, you can use that as a weapon and as a tool, a power tool.
That's true.
I mean, that's why he kind of
Yeah.
like, I know it's a little bit later on, but like that's why he kind of flirts with the idea of serving in politics when we kind of know JR doesn't really have any intention to.
Cartel thanks Donna for ending JR's variance.
Yeah, yeah.
Mark calls for Pam. JR jumps all over that because JR answers the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, she's in this hotel room, and this is her room number," like giving her all the details so Mark can find her.
Oh, the family's really devastated.
Catherine offers a friendly ear to Bobby when he calls. She's like, "Anytime you need me, I'm here. Whatever I need to do."
Mm.
Like, all right, girl. It so sucks because I really like the chemistry with Catherine, Pam, and Cliff.
When they get along. But like, that's the thing too, like,
but are they really getting along?
yeah, exactly. But in this, like,
You know?
in that bit though, even in that little phone call or whatever, like, what was it? Catherine is lying because she's like, "Oh, Pam's asleep," and she's just in the shower. Yeah, so like, there's already
Like you could have said she's
intention
in the
there.
shower, and I'll tell her you called.
Yeah, but that's not why she did it. She didn't
Yeah.
even tell her that Bobby called. We know why. Like, as soon as you see that in a soap opera, you're like, "Oh, sister wants the man." Okay.
Mm. Ellie and Clayton are out. She's worried that Bobby's being a little bit too much like JR.
Yeah.
Holly sees Bobby out. He wants to be by himself. He's kind of nasty to Holly, even though she doesn't deserve it, but he's hurting, so whatever, we get it.
He's kind of just short with her, and he doesn't want to do the nice talk. I don't think it's blunt, but I don't think he was like super rude. He's just like, it's more like, leave me alone. I want to be alone.
He felt bad. He looked like he felt bad instantly. Like when she walked away, he's like, I felt, like he shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, yeah.
Mark
Everybody's a
goes
dick
to
once in a
see
while.
Mark goes to see Pam at the hotel. Then we have Rebecca's will. She hooks everybody up, even Afton.
Yeah, yeah.
Which was nice. Then the business side, I think she wants Cliff to stay on wherever he's at, whatever. Catherine and Pam will have shares in that. They're all going to share equally Wentworth, Tool, and Die. Cliff and Catherine kind of make peace after that, or do they? Because I feel like she's an asshole still, but
yeah, she hates
she
him.
says something nice. Yeah, but she does come across It's real though, like in this, you know?
Well, like I've said it before though, I feel like the show never really knew what the hell they were doing with Catherine.
Yeah,
And then she sort of later
it
on
doesn't.
and then later on she just sort of becomes like a convenient villain to
So Pam wants her Bobby back, basically the one that she fell in love with, and she's talking to Catherine, and Catherine's like, "Oh, well, I'll go talk to him for you." And we're like, "Yeah,
Mm,
right, girl. Like, I'm sure it won't make it look good for Pam." Lucy and Muriel go to the
mm,
bar, and they see Mickey's drunk there, and he's fighting at the bar. Lucy helps
yeah.
him. She basically takes him home, but she strands Muriel there, and I'm like, That's a bit that good way for Muriel to go. She's just stranded at the bar,
Yeah,
and we never
they
see
just
her
like
again.
got their friend. She's like, oh, whoopsie.
Walt Driscoll's still around. He goes to JR um, with $1 million. Something about moving the crude and all of this crap that I don't understand. I get what he's doing, but it's like all the talk. I'm just like, okay, I don't, whatever.
I was just gonna say, Driscoll's just come with a like a sort of like off the books deal about selling crude, like getting oil, and like sort of getting money for it immediately. Like there's not like he's trying to basically give him like a dirty deal.
They're really sending them to Cuba, which is illegal.
Yeah. So the paperwork says
And why
Puerto
is that?
Rico,
Do you know
and
why?
well, well, yeah, because Cuba's an embargoed country. You can't sell there. I don't even think you. I don't even think. I think that's true even now. I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure that embargo
Really?
still exists. Yeah, you can't trade with Cuba. Um, He's more or less coming to
Yeah.
JR because he knows JR's shady as fuck. Like
So
it's like
yeah. So Lucy.
yeah,
um,
it's sort of like he is legit about the deal. He's just come to JR with it because JR's just a shady dude that he knows.
So Mickey wakes up from his drunken stupor. He's with Lucy. She's petting him, and and he tells her something like he's really nice to her. And he's like, "Don't be afraid. Like, I'm not going to hurt you, or whatever type thing," because he knows how she is. And it's kind of gets to her. It looks like Bobby tells Ray that he cannot quit doing what he's doing against Jr. He'll do whatever he's got to do to take Jr. down. Jr. flips out about Rebecca's will. Sue Ellen is like, mind your business. Why do you care so much about the will? And he's like, well, Cliff will be able to screw me over, if he's smart enough to, and all this crap.
Yeah. It basically
Um,
increases their fortune and like, he can actually get proper influence. So it's
Shocker.
illegal for him to, yeah, it's illegal for him to ship his crude to an embargoed country. Like especially like yeah. So like
Mm,
I imagine it's probably a little bit more layered than that. But essentially when it comes to selling oil, you can't sell it to Cuba. Yeah,
interesting.
I'm pretty sure
Um,
that it still is an
Clayton,
embargoed country as far as US goes. I'm not 100% though. That could have changed.
Clayton is letting go of Southern Cross, so he's going to sell it. Ellie's with them, and they're just spending way more time together, so we know where this is going to one of our favorite
Yeah.
stories.
Yeah.
Mickey's hungover. He has a black eye. He thanks Lucy. Um, he says he will wait till she's ready because he wants to be in a relationship with her, and I thought that was cute too. I'm
Yeah.
like, Mickey's being so sweet now all of a sudden. I think he's just being I don't know, acting more grown up. Ray's kind of getting to him, I guess, because this is a really good season for Ray. A good one where we like him a lot. Ray talks to Bobby about Pam. They compare relationships. He mentions that, he used to be a certain way. He mentions the new Bobby and the old Bobby. He's like, there is no old Bobby. There's just new Bobby. Like, I'm the same Bobby. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Um, he doesn't realize it. And he's like, I don't care what happens because if I lost Pam, I'll do whatever I gotta do. Whatever.
Yeah.
Holly goes to see JR, asks about why they sold the oil so cheap. He says they made profit. She says she wants to see everything now. She doesn't want anything to get past her. She wants to read everything, sign it, whatever she got to sign, whatever.
Yeah.
Um, we find out Catherine is moving back to Dallas as well, and she tells Pam that she's concerned about Cliff because he's acting weird or whatever, and he is.
Yeah.
So, is she though? I don't
No,
know.
she
Like you said, we don't know. I'd like to
yeah.
think she has a tiny heart,
No.
or do you think she's trying to distract Pam by
Just
away from Bobby?
she's just kind of like trying to undermine Cliff. She's a freaking lunatic. Like Okay, like with these sort of people, like any type of real person and like that in real life is literally always playing a game. Like they're always, it doesn't even have to allude to some higher goal. They could just have like it's both. You can have these crazy manipulative people who are like higher goals orientated, but then just because they can just do these sort of things, she doesn't like her brother, so she's going to undermine him. Like, I mean, if we're
She
going to
plays
look at
fake
Catherine as a, if we're going to look at Catherine
really
as
good.
like a character that isn't subject to indecisive writing, which she clearly is, because like that's why some of her scenes are played so authentically in instances. That's like so like if they had this in
Right.
mind from the very beginning, or if they had a clear view of her in the very beginning, her relationships with Pam and Cliff would be like even if Pam and Cliff's if even if their relationship within the show was like in a bit tumultuous, the viewer would know Catherine's motivations the entire time. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if she fights with them, we'd know because she's getting her fangs out. If she's
Right.
being nice to them, it's because she's trying to keep the peace for whatever reason. It's like when JR does something, we know why he's doing it, and that's because of consistent writing in the
Yeah.
character and in the character's motivations. Catherine sort of shows up in season 4, appears, is still kind of just reoccurring in season 5, really, and then starts becoming proper in season 6. So they start characterizing her more, and I just feel like she's sort of one of the other characters that kind of they just didn't really seem to have a clear plan for it, or they did, but it kept changing. And then, I mean, even the way season 8 goes, her being the big mastermind behind it all seems a little unlikely, considering every other thing we know about Catherine. Impulsive,
Yeah.
crazy, just impulsive. She doesn't. What she
It's
does at
also
the end
crazy.
of what she does at the end of season 7 is impulsive. What she does at the end of
Right.
season 8 wasn't even real. But like she did do the whole scheme thing. So it just seemed like a bit of a cop
Right.
out to use Catherine. That's all. And then they end up retconning it anyway. So at least the end part of that anyway. And so you have this
Yeah.
idea. Okay,
Yeah.
so she's this mastermind, super cool villain. She appears at a vulnerable time for Pam in season 11, and then they just drop it again. Like it's like it was no point in her even appearing. That made me so mad. I really, really
Right.
dislike that's I don't hate season 11 or anything, but there are those
Right.
moments that happen in it that soapies get panned for, and for good reason.
Mark calls Pam. He wants to help in any way he can with whoever.
Mm.
Holly sees Bobby again. He apologizes to how he acted the other day. They talk about JR's shady shit. Roy, the TV dude, is back. Brings JR fan mail that he got, or any kind of mail. I'm not sure if exactly fan mail or not. But they got a lot of mail for his
Yeah,
appearance. Mark wants to sell a small oil business that he has to Cliff. I guess to distract to help him. I don't know how that will help. Bobby goes to meet Catherine for lunch. She doesn't show up, of course, because she set up this because she knew Mark and Pam were going to be at lunch. So he sees them together and he gets upset and leaves. Donna, Dave, and Ray talk. Jr. They talk about Jr. possibly running for Senate, but that's all they talk about. Ewing 22 Foreman Hank calls. Hank's on like once a season. I feel like whenever he has a problem with the tankers.
yeah.
Calls Bobby, something urgent's going on. I think one of the machines broke or something, and he gets all upset. Where did Mark and Pam go? Did they fly somewhere?
They went to go check out his oil company because Pam wanted to have a look at it.
Oh, is that where they went? It was
Yeah,
so fast. They like flew somewhere. We didn't see where they went, and then they were home.
yeah. That's why you got to listen to the
Um,
dialogue.
I do. Oh yeah. Well, I do
No, you
sometimes.
did it
I'm busy.
because it was in
Um,
the dialogue.
but
No, you're
he
right.
basically. That's why I have you. I can't handle everything. Um, so he basically says like your marriage is over. Like you know, it,
Mm.
I mean, like what are you waiting for? Basically, like you're separated from your husband. Like he sees it, and then she's kind of just like,
Because she's not there
I hate
yet.
this for Pam
That
and
was
Bobby.
that
This
was
upsets me.
that was all a bit pushy in the airplane. Like he's sort of like it. Yeah, I'm like, she literally pretty much broke. Like, she's not even really. They're not even technically in a. I didn't even see them as fully separated until like they had like it's like it's more like entrenched by around this time, you know. So like when they first split up until they started fighting again and blah blah blah, it just gave the impression of space. And it's like, but even now it's like they're separated, but it doesn't feel like they're not like they're not at that point yet, I guess. And it just seemed pushy because I'm like, what is this? Has it been like a few days? Like, get a grip.
And I mean, and every time they do meet up, they fight like immediately. So I mean, it ain't looking pretty. When Jr. sees Catherine and Bobby, he gets like an idea. He's like, So we know that he's gonna probably do something to help Catherine get what she wants.
Well, he notices that Catherine likes him.
Pam calls for Bobby. Jr. answers. Catherine and Bobby do dinner. Um, she kind of plays it up. She's like, Pam loves you. All of this crap. Pam calls for
Yeah.
Bobby. Jr. answers the phone. He's kind of like, whatever. He's like, oh, I don't know where he's at. I forget what the situation was, but he's a dick to her, of course. Or he like plays a game with her,
Mm.
kind of. Catherine and Bobby do dinner. Um, and she's like, oh, I'll help you guys stay together. I'll do whatever I got to do. Blah blah blah. Walt and Jr. talk. Um, I forget. It was $100,000 or no go, and it has to be like now.
It's for
He
the
needs the money.
intermediary. It's for the dude that is actually down there forging the paperwork. It's just for one of the intermediaries. That's all.
And that's like the paper that Jr. needs for Holly to sign, right? That she's refusing or gonna refuse.
So no, the 100,000 is just like separate money that he's just giving this guy, for doing it. The papers that Holly needs to sign are the ones that'll sign over her 500,000 barrels. Yeah.